Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be going over how to wrap a gift. So I know with Christmas coming that a lot of people have issues wrapping gifts and making them look nice. So this is just a really simple wrapping tutorial that my dad taught me when I was young. So here we go. Okay, so this is the wrapping paper that we're using today. I really like it. It has little polar bear faces on it, so it's super cute. So what we're gonna do first is just unroll a good portion of a wrapping paper. I really like to get wrapping paper that has a grid on the back side of it because that is really helpful for wrapping presents. So that's definitely something to look out for when you're shopping for wrapping paper. So what we're gonna do first is just take our present and set it on top of our wrapping paper. Now, one thing that I find to be really important for easy gift wrapping is to have square items. When the thing that you're trying to wrap isn't a square, it makes everything much more difficult. So if you're trying to wrap something that isn't just a nice neat square by itself, then you could try and find some sort of box to put it in, and that will really help you. So I'm going to measure out to make sure that my box will be able to fit on the wrapping paper that I'm gonna do. So I'm going to measure essentially the width of the wrapping paper using the box to make sure that the width of the wrapping paper is going to be long enough to do the entire box. If it's not, then we have to go lengthwise if you have like a super long box. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to tip the box up on end, and I'm essentially just going to flip it all the way over. And it seems like it's gonna work, but it is a little tight. The next thing that I do, I move my box over and I grab onto this edge, and I like to just have extra, so I just make sure that I have enough wrapping paper to cover the entire edge of my box plus a little bit. So on my gridded wrapping paper, normally I'll do like an extra 2 squares or even 3 squares if you have a bigger box. So this one is pretty small, so I'm just gonna do an extra 2 squares worth or so. And then I'm going to cut on this edge the line that's closest to my box. So I'm just gonna cut all the way across. So we're gonna go right here. It's also very important if you have a table runner or something to make sure that you aren't cutting your table runner. I did that one year and my mom was not very happy with me. Okay, so once you have your wrapping paper cut, you're going to just roll up your extra roll and just set it to the side so that you have a clear working area. Then you're going to take your box, pull it close to you, and this is where these gridded lines come really in handy. I want to make sure that there's an even amount of wrapping paper on each side of my box. So in this case, if I bring the box all the way over to the edge here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 5 squares. So I'm just going to cut that in half. So I want the edge of my box, I want there to be about 2.5 squares on each side of my box of wrapping paper. That way, everything is nice and even. It'll make your box look really pretty. So now, we're just going to fold over the edges of our wrapping paper. Now, there's 2 different ways that you can do this. If you're using a cardboard box, if you, let's say, put the gift inside another box because it was a weird shape, or you ordered it online and it came in a box, and it's just a cardboard box that you don't care about, you can put a piece of tape directly onto the box. That's the easiest way to do it, and that will make your present wrapping a lot easier. But if it's something like what I'm using where I don't really want to damage the box, then we're not gonna wanna put tape directly onto the box because I don't want to risk it getting damaged when the person who's receiving the gift opens up the present. So what I'm gonna do, I'm pulling this edge tight, and now I'm going to get a piece of tape ready on my finger so that I'm ready to tape my pieces of wrapping paper together. Then I'm going to grab this other edge and pull it over, and I'm pulling both sides to try and keep it as nice and tight as possible. And then I'm just going to put a piece of tape right on there. So if you were taping directly onto the box, if you have some sort of cardboard box, you'd just tape the first piece and then pull your second piece tight and then tape the second piece. But if you're trying not to damage the box, you're just going to tape the two pieces together and you'll just pull both sides tight at the same time and then put on your piece of tape. So the next thing that we're gonna do is we're going to do the edges of the box. So what I like to do is I get a couple of pieces of tape ready to go. I put them directly on my fingers, but if you're really new to wrapping and that's gonna be difficult for you to wrap it with tape on your fingers, you can put them on like the edge of your table or something like that. So for today, we're gonna put them on the edge of the table since I'm doing a video explaining how to wrap. All right, so here we go. So we're gonna take our fingers and we're gonna push this amount down. Push this side down. So what I like to do is take a little piece of tape and I'm gonna tape these two pieces right here. Now, if you are taping directly to the box, you can put a piece of tape right here and keep the tape or keep the wrapping paper directly on the box. That will help you out. Now we're going to come over to this side and we're going to make this corner into a triangle. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my finger and I'm finding the corner of my box and then I'm just going to slide right down. And if you didn't catch that, don't worry, we're gonna do it again on the other side. I'm gonna take my fingers and I'm gonna crease this edge. So what that does is it makes this little triangle right here. And now we're gonna do it on the other side. So I'm gonna find the corner of the box right here and I'm gonna slide my fingers down. That will make this nice triangle. And then we're just going to, from the top to the bottom, we're just gonna crease the paper. Now, we're going to take this edge and we're going to fold it in. And again, we're gonna find the corner of the box and we're going to slide our finger around the bottom edge of the box. That will make another triangle right here that then you're going to crease with your finger. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. We're gonna fold this in, find the corner of the box, then slide our finger over, and I like to hold it with my other hand and then come through and just crease this edge. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a couple more pieces of tape because my tape supply ran out. And now I'm going to take my two corners and I'm gonna fold this up. Now sometimes what I like to do when this is gonna get really close to the edge, when the top part of this gets really close to the edge, I like to fold this over because I feel like that makes it look nicer. So I'm gonna fold this over and I'm gonna put two pieces of tape on it, one on each edge. So we're gonna put one piece right here on this corner and one piece on this corner. All right, so now we're going to slide the gift around and we're gonna do it on the other side. One thing that's really important when you're not taping directly to the box is that when you turn the gift around, you make sure that you stick your hand in and just push on the gift a little bit to make sure that it's all the way up against the other side's edge. Okay, so I used all of my tape supply, so I'm gonna get a couple more pieces and we're gonna repeat. So we're gonna push this side down and you're gonna pull it nice and tight and stick a piece of tape right here to keep it secure. Once again, if you're taping directly to the box, you can put a piece of tape right here against the box to hold the end of the wrapping paper down. We'll start on this edge and we're gonna find the corner and then slide our finger all the way down. That'll create this nice triangle and we're going to put a crease where it is. Now we're gonna come to the other side. We're gonna find the corner, slide your finger down the edge, and then you're going to crease so that you have this nice triangle. Then we're gonna fold the triangle in. You're gonna find the bottom corner and slide your finger across, and then we're going to crease this edge. Now for the other side. So we're gonna fold it in, and we're gonna find the corner, and we're gonna slide our finger across, and then crease. Now the very last step is to fold it up. So I think I'm gonna fold it over just like I did on the other side. And then we're going to fold up. So we're gonna put one piece of tape on this corner and one piece of tape on this corner. And there we go. So we've got our present all wrapped and looking nice. Okay, so we are just going to make up our gift tag now. So what I like to do is try to pick out a gift tag that will contrast a little bit to the wrapping paper so that it's really easy to find the gift tag on Christmas. So we're just gonna write it out. All right, so we're going to put our gift tag on. And I'm trying to be careful because I just used a Sharpie, and so I don't want to smear the Sharpie ink everywhere. And then I'm also going to pick out a bow from in here to go with it. So I like to pick out wrapping papers and bows and things like that at the beginning of the year that all kind of complement each other. So this year we did a wrapping paper that is black with white snowflakes, a wrapping paper that is red and black plaid, and then this wrapping paper. And so I really wanted to go with kind of like a red, black, and silver sort of theme, red, black, silver, and white. So I tried to get some bows that would complement that. So I always try to pick a tag that contrasts it and a bow for each present that will look really good as well. So we are just going to stick the bow on here, then we should be good to go. And here's our final result. I really hope that for those of you who struggle with wrapping gifts, that this video was helpful for you and that it takes some of the stress out of your holiday season. If you enjoy watching home improvement videos or cleaning videos, feel free to subscribe below so that you don't miss any of my videos. The home improvement videos come out every Thursday and cleaning videos come out every Monday. And I hope that you have a really great day. Bye.